Welcome back to the Lineout Lab. My name is Peter O'Donnell. In this video, we're going to look at the use of the +1 in the Six Nations so far. Let's begin with the Wales v Ireland game. Here we see a 6+1 lineout from Wales, where we see the +1 come in as a backlifter in the middle of the lineout. As we watch it again, we can see the +1 highlighted here, how late he comes into the lineout and how quickly he does so, even though this is done in slow motion. So as Wales do their dummy, he comes in at the last second, making it very difficult for Ireland's hinge defender to get back and mark. Equally, they're able to get in front of the pod defending the back from Ireland. In this clip, we see Ireland use a 5+1 lineout, where with a bit of movement going backwards, they bring the +1 in as a backlifter towards the middle front. We can see how quickly Ireland are able to get on the front foot as a result of this. One thing Ireland have done very well in recent times is exploit the hinge defenders on their short lineouts. So as we see here with the +1, he's going to bide his time with a bit of movement at the front, then a movement going back, and then he steps in, making it very difficult for Alwyn Jones in this instance to get to Justin Chipperich, who's very good at getting up in the air. So from an end-on angle, as we zoom in, we'll see Alwyn Jones in the middle, who he tracks. And then once Ireland go back, it's very difficult for him to get forward again, even though Chipperich does get up and put some pressure on. So it's very good by Ireland. Here we see some nice deception from Scotland with the 4-man lineout. So I've heard some people argue that this shouldn't be allowed, as the +1 comes in very late, and referees these days are asking for a clear distinction between who the receiver is, or who the +1 forward is, or who the scrum half is. So as we pause it here, we'll see we have a +1 just waiting. There he is, as the two jumpers go in towards the back of the lineout. The +1's holding off, and then he joins very, very late, and we see the last man on the lineout drop off to become the new +1. So it's quite clever from Scotland, hard to pick up from England, and maybe one that referees won't allow. Let's go back in time a bit here and see what other teams have done in recent years. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, where you'll get access to loads of additional content from me. Please also like and share the video to help the discussion grow. Thank you. So last autumn, France versus South Africa, we see how France used the +1 at the front of the lineout. So again, some people might argue that this shouldn't be allowed, as technically the +1 can't enter the lineout until the ball has left the hooker's hands or the thrower's hands. So something that's a little bit different, one that's hard to pick up from the referees, but you have to admire as well at the same time a little bit of deception from the French here in this instance. Similarly with this next clip, where we have Argentina against Scotland, and we have the +1 at the back of the lineout, and again with a bit of deception going forward, or in other areas of the lineout, we see how the +1 lifts at the back, and whilst this is a crooked throw, or it's ruled crooked in the end, we can see that it probably would have worked had the throw been on the money. Japan have done something similar in the past as well. Of a 4-man exit here, we can see how the +1 comes in as a backlifter, giving them a free throw, enabling them to get a nice exit. So how do you defend it? Well, apart from having good defenders, one thing to bear in mind is maybe a track record or a bit of history from your analysis to see if teams have used patterns like this in the past. And here's one from the All Blacks, where they've used a similar movement and then brought the +1 in as a front lifter, after that roll around the back, or movement towards the back. Ireland, our team, who've tried something similar as well off shorter lineouts, where we can see two men running around the back with the +1 coming as a backlifter in that instance. So analysis is one aspect, but the other key aspect that goes with that is having good defenders in place. We see a good example here from France, who pick up the +1 coming in late and are able to react and get up just in time. So it's really good reactions here from the French 5, as Italy have a little bit of animation at the front, and then he picks up the threat from the +1 coming in and is able to assist the jumper getting up in the air at a time, which obviously enables them then to make a good exit. If you like this video, you might also like this other one in the corner, which you can click on now. Thanks for watching.